In a stunning development that has captured the attention of both science and religion, new evidence has emerged that could on dry ground with towering walls of water on each side. This event, known as the parting of the Red Sea, is a central narrative in both Jewish and Christian traditions. The timing and magnitude of this miracle are extraordinary. To add to the drama, documented records and physical evidence. Until now, the story of the Red Sea crossing has lacked this level of empirical support. Recent underwater discoveries and technological advancements have reignited the search for evidence of the Red Sea crossing. Scientists and historians have undertaken extensive investigations, including underwater excavations and analysis of ancient texts, in an effort to uncover more information about this legendary event. Could these new findings finally provide the concrete evidence needed to confirm the biblical account? The truth behind the Red Sea crossing remains a fascinating and controversial topic. While the scientific community, the quest for understanding continues, with researchers delving deeper into ancient texts, conducting experiments, and analyzing data to bridge the gap between historical accounts and scientific explanations. As these investigations unfold, they have the potential to reshape our understanding of one of the most extraordinary events in human history. Whether through science, faith, or a combination of both, the story of the Red Sea crossing will continue to captivate and inspire generations to come. The Israelites, feeling small and insignificant, likely found it difficult to grasp the grandeur of the events unfolding around them. The Gulf of Aqaba, strategically located along ancient trade routes, has always played a crucial role in regional history. This body of water serves as a natural barrier between the Sinai Peninsula and the Arabian Peninsula. Was the relentless pursuit by the Egyptian chariots, high-tech military vehicles of their time, which posed a formidable threat. The experience of being flanked by colossal walls of water while evading an advancing army must have been both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The Bible recounts a dramatic episode where a powerful wind parted the sea, creating a path through the waters. This extraordinary event, often referred to as the parting of the Red Sea, not only involved the splitting of the waters, but also subjected the people to intense gusts of wind for several hours. Described in some accounts as strong enough to dry the seabed, this wind added an element of chaos to their escape. Imagine being part of a community that had grown to be suddenly led into the unknown by a single leader, Moses, with no clear plan or guarantee of reaching the promised land. This situation must have been incredibly stressful. The people's fear and doubt were palpable, especially when they expressed a preference to remain in Egypt rather than face the harsh realities of the desert. Adding to their sense of hopelessness was the imminent threat from the Egyptian army, whose chariots, capable of speeds up to 25 miles per hour, relentlessly pursued them. Despite walking for 10 days, the Israelites were still within range of being caught by their pursuers, heightening their desperation and fear. In their minds, they likely felt trapped, with no escape from the Egyptian army's chariots. Shifting the focus, one may explore a fascinating question. Was the Gulf of Aqaba truly the location of the biblical crossing? And if so, how did scientists come to this conclusion? Depth alone isn't enough to pinpoint the exact crossing site, as there could be other areas with similar depths. The Gulf of Aqaba, located at the northern tip of the Red Sea, has been the subject of intense investigation. Recent studies using advanced underwater technology, including sonar mapping and submersibles, have explored the region's depths to find clues. Some researchers have discovered ancient coral reefs and underwater land formations that match descriptions from historical texts. Additionally, artifacts such as chariot wheels and human remains have been uncovered, providing more context. By piecing together these findings, the combination of archaeological evidence and advanced technology is helping to provide a clearer picture, making this search not only a quest for historical truth, but also a thrilling journey into the past. The Gulf of Aqaba, located in the northeastern corner of the Arabian Peninsula, is a striking geographical feature bordered by Egypt, Jordan, Israel, and Saudi Arabia. This body of water holds significant historical and biblical interest due to its connections with ancient events described in the book of Exodus. What makes the Gulf of Aqaba particularly intriguing is its potential role in the biblical narrative of the Red Sea crossing. The Gulf of Aqaba is a natural extension of the Red Sea, which has been a major maritime route for thousands of years. The biblical account of the Israelites' escape from Egypt describes them crossing a large received the Ten Commandments. The proximity of the Gulf to Mount Sinai supports the theory that this was the location of the Red Sea crossing. This area has been a focal point of archaeological and historical research, as scholars search for evidence to support the biblical narrative. Adding to the interest, the Gulf of Aqaba is surrounded by dramatic geological formations. One of these formations is the narrow gorge known as Pi HaHiroth, which translates to the opening of the mouth in Hebrew. This gorge is flanked by towering granite walls, creating a natural supports this theory. The Red Sea's crossing is one of the most debated events in biblical history, and this particular gorge fits well with the physical description provided in ancient texts. However, the landscape has dramatically changed over the centuries. Modern infrastructure, including roads and buildings, now covers much of the area. The Gulf of Aqaba, once a remote and uncharted stretch of water, has become a bustling international shipping route. Today, it handles a substantial portion of nearby modern road, showcasing the geographical changes over time. Scientists recently made a breathtaking discovery in a dry riverbed that left them stunned and provided the first compelling evidence of an ancient event. Among the scattered rocks, they observed that these stones appeared to have been intentionally displaced, forming a distinct path. This interesting formation suggests that the area might have been shaped by a powerful created a path of dry ground. The key moment came when researcher Ron Wyatt uncovered an ancient pillar submerged in the water. At first glance, the pillar seemed like an ordinary artifact, seemingly irrelevant to the epic story of a crossing that took place thousands of years ago. Yet this seemingly unremarkable find turned out to be extraordinary. Wyatt carefully extracted the pillar and cleaned it, revealing that despite significant erosion, likely due to prolonged exposure to water, the artifact retained ancient Hebrew inscriptions. This was a remarkable feat in itself, because Hebrew inscriptions from that era are rare and often poorly preserved. To everyone's astonishment, the inscriptions were still legible and identified the pillar as having been erected by King Solomon. It seems that the ancient pillar was erected to mark a significant location, the presumed site of the Red Sea crossing, a key event in biblical history. This pillar not only serves as a historical marker, but also as a tribute to the dramatic events described in the Bible. While it doesn't offer concrete proof of the crossing, it adds valuable context to the quest for understanding what might have.